Hi everyone, it's Dave here from Baking with Fox Hollow Kitchen, and today I'm going to show you how to make chocolate pecan pie, only on Baking with Fox Hollow Kitchen. Hello to all my Fox Hollow fam, I'm Dave and welcome to Baking with Fox Hollow Kitchen. You may remember a couple years ago I did an episode where I made pecan pie. Well, this year I'm going to do something a little bit further and we're going to make chocolate pecan pie. It's easy to make, it's nutty, it's chocolatey, and so good. So if you're ready, then let's have some fun. Okay, first of all, I have a pre-made pie crust here that I'm just going to roll out to make it big enough to fit in our pie pan. Pie pan's 9 inches and it's pretty deep, so we're just going to roll this out to where it's going to fit that. Give it a little bit more size to it. Keep putting flour on it so it doesn't stick. Let's take a look with our pie pan here. I think we're getting there. I think that's about right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this up, put it in our pie pan, and get it all down in there. Yeah, that's about the right size. So carefully push it down in our pie plate. Okay, that looks pretty good right there. Next, I'm going to turn the edges underneath and we're going to crimp it so that we have a nice edge. And what we'll do is we'll place this in our freezer for about 15 minutes to chill it again so that it holds its shape a little bit better. Alright, so this has been in the freezer for about 15 minutes to make it a little more solid. And what I'm going to do is take some parchment paper and press it down into the inside. And to that we're going to add some baking weights. I have some that I use here. Get these all the way to the edges. Get this all the way out here so that the parchment paper goes the whole way out to the edge and holds up the sides. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 15 minutes until the edges start to brown. Okay, now that this is baked for about 15 minutes, I'm going to take the pie weights out and the parchment out. And just set that aside. And we're going to throw this back in the oven for about another 6 to 8 minutes until the bottom is dry. Okay, now that our crust is dried and slightly browned, I'm going to set it aside while we make our filling. Okay, so I've got a makeshift double boiler here on my stove. I'm going to turn the heat up on it to about high, medium high. All I have is 2 pans. One has water in the bottom of it, the other has nothing. I'm going to throw in 1 ounce of baking chocolate and 3 tablespoons of butter. And we're just going to melt these together in our double boiler until they're smooth. Okay, now that my chocolate and butter has melted in my double boiler, I'm going to set this aside. Then we're going to take 4 tablespoons of butter in a larger saucepan. 3/4 cup of sugar, and a cup of corn syrup. You can use light or dark corn syrup or a mixture of the two. And we are gonna mix these over low heat until they are completely mixed together. All right, now that this is completely smooth, I'm gonna add in my chocolate mixture from earlier. Get that nice and chocolatey. I may need a spatula here to get the rest of it out. We're just going to mix it together. Okay. And then once that's mixed, we're going to take 3 well-beaten eggs. And a teaspoon of vanilla, and we're going to mix this all in as well. And that's our filling. We're going to set this aside and move on to the next step. Okay, we're back to our pie crust. So what I'm going to do is take a cup of pecan halves that I have here, and we're going to spread them over the bottom of our crust. Get them spread kind of evenly. And then we're going to take our filling that we just made and pour it over the pecans. Till it's all up in that crust there. Probably won't get to use all of it, but that'll be there just so it fills the pie. Okay? And then we're going to stick this in the oven at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes to an hour. We'll see when it's done. It'll be slightly jiggly in the middle, and it'll come back when you press it down a little bit, tap it in the middle, it should come back. But that'll be good. We'll put it in there for, like I said, 45, 50, maybe an hour, depends on how well it cooks. Okay, now for the best part, the taste test. I'm going to get a little bit of it off here. Oh man, that is so chocolatey and sweet. You guys are going to love it. Wrapping up today, I want to thank you all for joining us and encourage you to check out our friends and support channels listed in the description below. But before I go, always remember, it's good times and good food only on Baking with Fox Hollow Kitchen. We'll see you soon.
If you like this video or any of our other videos,
Be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and stay tuned for future shows.